Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where it's, I think it's 1, maybe 2 months later, and the Tsuka and the Hamon Army have found the Nanping again. Maybe we can get it to fight her this time. Get it to fight us this time. I ended up ordering 5 of those new destroyers. They'll take 7-8 months to finish. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, what was I talking about? I thought these things had 10 guns. They don't. They have 8. So yeah, the new destroyers are an upgrade in every way because our current class has... Oh, they do have a 5-tube launcher, actually. So we have 1 less torpedo tube, but we have 12 guns instead of 8. Same speed, same armor, pretty much. Yeah, same armor. But way, way longer range. So, should be able to get lots and lots of missions for us. Ooh, we're down to times 10. And I saw the radar blip. Good morning. Yours. Nice to see you. Come on. I know you're out there. Oh, one thing these things do have that the new destroyers don't are those 2-inch guns, which are actually pretty useful. But they don't have any mounting points. Well, I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure they don't have mounting points for them, so... Oh, don't do this thing where it's like, yeah, I'm here, I'm going to put you down to ×5, but I'm not going to let you see me to shoot me. Yeah, it's right here. About 13 kilometers away. I guess that's what the pyro goes. Thank you very much for the sub. My goodness, I thought that was a follow. That was a sub. Thank you for the resub. 10 months. My goodness. Thank you very much. You've been enjoying it on YouTube. Glad you can finally watch live. Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much for coming along. Please just let me see the ship so I can shoot it. How far are they now? Like 10, 11 kilometers? Like, these things have radar. Okay, it's Gen 2, but... Not Gen 3, but come on. There we go. And she's running away. Right, let's see if we can sink these... Oh, wow. What a hit. Blew up the torpedo. Nice. Let's see if we can sink this Chinese flagship. It's god-awful looking. So, we'll be doing them a favour. Getting a lot of ricochets and stuff. Just fire HE, would you? There we go. That's the stuff. That's what those are they cap ballistic HE shells do. Very nice. Thank you for the follow, Selveria VR. Thank you for joining us over on the Twitch side of things. Yeah, I have a potato computer. Well, it's not a potato computer, but it's a very nice computer. It's just from 2014. I'm currently fundraising to get myself a better one. If I attempt to stream anything more than 480p, it will just explode. However, high quality versions will be on YouTube. And down she goes. There we go. Yes, the Patreon money is... thank you for the link. Is going directly into saving up for a new PC. Yeah, 0 damage. That is... Well, it's not that embarrassing, given it's only 31 million, that light cruiser, but it's embarrassing that that was the Chinese flagship. That was the biggest ship they had. It's not quite cardboard. I mean, it would be a good machine. Back in 2014 levels of performance, and it would be a good budget build today, like extreme budget build. But yeah. By 2022 standards, it is not fast. I can play pretty much any game I want, but streaming it, that's a different story. Just will cripple my computer. Right, what have we got here? Oh, have the Chinese been building more things? There was me thinking I'd just sunk the entire Chinese cruiser fleet. They must have built another one. Yeah, they do. They have another one. And 2 destroyers. This is the this is all of the remaining Chinese fleet. Awesome. And they're up against a shinobi. Okay. Yeah, it's a channel point redemption thing to name a ship. Bum bum bum. The Sunwall. What a I mean, there are many examples of political meddling in the United States Navy, but that one is pretty special. Like, I just don't understand how you can mess up a project that badly. Just bizarre. HMS Captain vibes. Yeah, true enough. But, I mean, HMS Captain, the Royal Navy didn't even want HMS Captain. Oh, thank you very much. I'll make a note of it. That's very kind of you, Telemonian. Yeah. Pick a name for your sub. There are only like I1, I2, I3 at the moment. Unless you want a new one, which is fine too. Because I really should be building more submarines. These things really do look cool. But yes, I've been saving up for more than a year now. Everything I make off Patreon for building a new PC. I have the money. Although more is appreciated because I can extend what I'm building, but oh my god, these things against transports, it's just insane. But yes, any and all help is massively appreciated. It means I can get, faster RAM and stuff like that, fancier motherboard, those nice to have things. But I'll be looking at on paper, at least double the performance. Like a flat double the performance, but in reality, it'll be way more than that. It's just horrific. There used to be a convoy there. Where are the escorts? What are they doing? Just like, yep, yeah, we're just going to let you murder all the transports instantly. Oh, there's one left. One that was running away. Bye-bye. Oh, no, there's another one. And another one. I thought there were only 7. Did I misread? Oh, well. Happily sink some more. So I'm running on a desktop. I do have a laptop. But it's nothing to do with the channel. Unless I'm doing like a Warhammer stream, which I haven't done for ages. Or when I finally do the PC build stream, I'll use my laptop to do that. I mean, that's just about capable of doing it. Which GPU? Yes, so the RDNA 3 GPUs look very promising. I don't think my budget will stretch to the announced ones, the RTX, not the RTX, the Radeon 7900 XT and XTX. I'm not looking at 800, 900 or $1,000/pound cards. I'm going to be looking more like 400, 500, 600 maybe mark. And I'm kind of hoping the 700 XT will fall into that range. That'll be a significant performance uplift. So that's the one I'm kind of hoping for. It depends on price. It depends on performance as well. But I don't know, the 4000 series cards, I mean, just looking at the not the top end, but the 4080 16GB. That is what was that, $1,200 card, right? $1,200. Now, an 80 level card is too much. I'm only playing 1440p. I don't play 4K. Like, that's probably too much horsepower, but it's nice to have. But you know, the AMD cards are as good or better, probably. Obviously, I have to wait till they arrive and people can test them. Apart from ray tracing, but I don't play any ray traced games really at present. You know, for less, significantly less, like $300 less. And if that trend continues down the stack, so 4070 versus a 7800 XT should be that would be kind of a stretch card for me. That would be interesting to see that comparison, but I'm probably looking at more like the 4070 because there's good. Well, because we've got the 4080, but we also have the 4080 12GB that was unlaunched and is going to be relaunched as something, probably the 4070 Ti or something. So there's that versus the 7800 XT, but I'm probably going to be looking at the 700 XT as an upgrade, depending on how much VRAM it has. You know, if it's got 12 gigs of VRAM, that'll be kind of perfect for me, which compares very favorably, which I think is going to compare very favorably with a 4060 or a 4070, regular 4070. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. But yeah, I'm probably not actually going to be building it till January or February. The 5800X3D, yeah, that is a great CPU. However, because I'm doing a complete system change, motherboard, CPU, case, everything, RAM, I'm not keeping anything from my old system. I don't want to get the 5800X3D because there's no upgrade path. Like, that is the best AM4 platform chip you can get. Like, if I wanted to buy it now, like if I wasn't prepared to wait, that's what I'd probably end up plumping for. And then keeping my old graphics card and then upgrading it when the new ones came out. I'd probably go for something like that. But I can afford to wait, so I do want to go onto the AM5 so that down the road I can go from the current AM5 chips to basically the 5800X3D's successor, the fastest chip on the AM5 platform right before they cut it, which would be, what, 5-6 years or something like that. And it'll probably be a graphics card upgrade again in there somewhere. Because I kind of want to make sure that, you know, I have a clear upgrade path. I mean, because this computer that I've got is closing in on a decade that it's been chugging away. So, and the case is even older than that. There's bits of the system that are even older than that. So, yeah. I want to build your own PC, but the time people components is speaking Klingon. Hey, if you find it intimidating, the King in Yellow, it's genuinely not. The problem is the way they name these things is like the 764183X, like blah 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 blah. It's very confusing, But if you join the Discord, we've got a little PC builds channel. I personally would be more than happy to take you through how to choose bits and how to do it. Linus Tech Tips have got a 2-hour video on how to build a PC that is an exhaustive guide on how to do it. Choosing parts is a thing, but PC Part Picker has made that so much easier than it used to be. Oh, yeah, I can't control the ship anymore. God damn it. Yeah, that must be to do with going outside the battle zone or something. Oh, well, at least we found the enemy. Yeah, the 7000X3D chips do interest me. So, those are potentially an option. Again, depends on price and when they come out. But I am prepared to wait. So yeah, those also interest me. We can definitely have a destroyer called the Karga. That's not a problem. Yeah, I watch both of those channels as well. Linus Tech Tips and Jay-Z's 2 Cents, both really good channels. There's also Gamers Nexus. I personally don't like Gamers Nexus as much. That's pure. They have great content, great explanations. I just the presenter Steve, the way he talks is quite just criticizing someone else. I find, like, if I'm watching one of his videos, I'm like, shit. I'm not shit. I'd like skip to the end, because I find the middle of his videos hard to concentrate through. He talks quite fast, and his accent is quite not monotone, but it's quite even, and I find that quite tricky to listen to. But I mean, it's all personal preference. Right, there we go. Kill the light cruiser. Lovely. After 1 million torpedoes came my way because I'm distracted. Yeah, I can adjust the rudder manually. That's what I'm doing. And then you've also got Hardware Unboxed, and I think they're Australian. They're quite good as well. So there's loads and loads of great, like, PC enthusiast content out there on YouTube these days. Very different from when I last built a system, when it was like, you know, you either had to know how to do it or you didn't. Tom's Hardware, yeah, if you don't want to watch stuff and you just want to read, Tom's Hardware is really good. But yeah, I know enough to know what I want. It's just finding that stuff for the right price. Goodbye to the destroyer. Come on, let's get that lot. That's the remainder of the Chinese Navy. I want it sunk. And whilst I've been talking up AMD, my current chip is an Intel chip. My current GPU is an NVIDIA chip. I'm not particularly locked into one or the other way of thinking about it. And the 13th gen Intel chips are very interesting because obviously as a streamer, content creator, those efficiency cores are very, very helpful because they can run OBS and the recording software and stuff like that really well. But if I'm going with an AMD GPU, which I almost certainly am, I didn't think it made much sense to go Intel. That's one reason. The other one was the upgrade path. So having an AM5 board means there's a clear upgrade path. If I go 13th gen Intel, Core I whatever, 14th gen maybe, but probably not. 15th is kind of how it will go. Hey, be right. How you doing? I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, that kind of put me on the path of going double AMD Team Red, and the other one was simply that the Intel chips run. They chuck out more heat, like not necessarily temperature wise, but which I know sounds weird, but like actual heat wise. So yeah, it was. Did Twitch change their mobile app again? Anyway, we'll give you that shout out. Shout out at Be right, Kevin. There we go. And it even worked. How about that? So the Congo has found a German heavy cruiser and a light cruiser and a whole bunch of destroyers attacking a transport, a big convoy. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is not what the Congo is for. Okay. So yeah, that's currently how I'm thinking. Going double AMD, going for the 7700X and a 7700X TX. That's currently the plan. However, if there's a 7700X 3D, then that will be enormously tempting. And it is my plan to build it on stream if I can get my laptop to cooperate. It's a fat heavy cruiser. Look at that. That is a very fat heavy cruiser. chunky thing. Oh yeah, I should not be charging it. Obviously, those 14-inch shells are going to hurt. But they have a lot of torpedo firepower. Just slow up a bit. Just need to keep them off the transports. Yeah, AMD's great. I've never used an AMD CPU personally in one of my machines, but I have used, well, not an AMD graphics card, but I used to use an ATI graphics card. So yeah, I've no problems going Team Red. I'm not a snob. You know, if the ARC drivers weren't janky, I'd even consider a double Intel build. But yeah, the 4000 series NVIDIA GPUs are just far too expensive. And yeah, if that continues down the stack, then it's pretty much a no-brainer to go Team Red. And then if you're going AMD for your GPU, why not go for the CPU as well? Because they've got that cool using the onboard graphics in tandem with the GPU thing they can do, which sounds pretty cool. Might be particularly useful for my workload. Yeah, in general, I'm impressed. And yeah, I'm going small. So rather than giant machine that I've got at the moment, which has to sit down under my desk where it's pretty filthy, I'm going to go for a smaller form factor build, mini ITX. Not in a tiny case, but you know, a smallish case. So heat and power is important, and yeah, AMD just seem to have a better focus on that side of things. Performance per watt. Yeah, ATI, yeah. I used to use an ATI graphics card. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was an HD 5850 or something like that. I probably completely remembered that wrong, but it was something that sounded like that. Yeah, the Freya is trying to sneak over to the transport, so we just try and screen them off as best we can. Ooh, nice hit. No! Bum bum bum. Oh yeah, I can play Ultimate Admiral. That's not the problem. This computer could continue streaming Ultimate Admiral fine, but I mean, the reason I got onto it is, why are you streaming in 480p? Well, that's why. Sure, I can play Dreadnoughts fine. I can record Dreadnoughts fine. Because, I mean, recording software takes up, like, virtually no computing power these days. I mean, I've got a system monitor. It's not even using 1% of the CPU. Or GPU power. It's really, really good these days. Goodbye to the heavy cruiser. No, the thing is, running OBS, which is a very good lightweight piece of software. It's not actually currently taxing my system. But I know that if I go up to 720 or 1080. Oh yeah, don't hang around, destroyers. You're just gonna get smacked. I just start dropping frames and it's completely unwatchable. So currently on 480 I have dropped 18 frames due to rendering lag and 8 skipped due to encoding lag out of like 200,000 frames since I've been streaming. So today, so that's fine. But if I go up to like 720, it starts getting a bit and if I try to do 1080, it's just my network wouldn't be able to handle 1440, but I think it could handle 1080. So that is one of the main reasons I want to upgrade my computer, because lots of people on Twitch come in and go, wait, why are you only streaming in 480p? And then I have this conversation. So it's like, yeah, I'll get a slightly better computer, double the number of cores, way better internal architecture. RAM will probably stay the same at 32 gigs, but obviously it'll go from DDR3 to DDR5, which is pretty significant. Again, the timings and clock speed on the memory will be way higher. I'll be going from like what memory is speed at the moment. It's like 1600 megahertz DDR3 memory I've got at the moment, and yeah, going from that to, well, if I can afford it, the 6000 megahertz DDR5. Yeah, they're shooting at me. Will be a huge performance uplift in memory, and then yeah, GPU going from a, what is it, 6 gigabyte card I've got or something like that, but not really, to a full-on 12 gigabyte card. That would make a huge difference. And then there's all the other improvements as well, in all the other bits. So yeah, it would be a huge performance uplift. Yeah, I don't think I think affiliates on Twitch can stream anything. I have never actually checked. Do you stream, Richard? Because if you do, I'll follow you. Oh, Space Crazy, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you very, very much. So, well, with that, destruction of the Chinese fleet again. Not that there was much of it, and a little bit of action with the Germans. I think we can. Yeah, they're just down to their 44 submarines. There's so many submarines. Oh yeah, I was going to build another submarine. Let's build another fleet sub, and this was going to be the... I totally forgot to write it down. How did they manage that? Let me just scroll back in the chat. I'm sure I can find it. Cargo. I knew it was something I recognised. Oh, thank you for the gift sub, Mitch. That's very kind of you. Did in a bit in the past, not anymore. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so yeah, that's all the new PC plans. So if you're interested in watching me trying to cable manage in a small case, at some point there will be a stream where I attempt to do that. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.